Most people still think of Walmart as a simple place to buy groceries, household products, clothing, electronics, and everyday essentials at low prices. You walk through the doors, find what you need, take it to the checkout, and leave. But that familiar experience is changing underneath the surface. Across Walmart stores, paper price tags are being replaced by digital displays. More shopping decisions are being guided by algorithms, security systems are becoming more advanced, and the line between physical retail and digital technology is disappearing. For most shoppers, these changes may look small. A new screen on a shelf, a different checkout process, more locked cases, a stronger push toward the Walmart app. But together, they represent something much bigger. Walmart is becoming less like the traditional department store people remember, and more like a technology company with aisles. The important question is not whether Walmart is using technology. Nearly every major retailer is doing that. The important question is what this technology changes for the customer. Does it make shopping faster and more convenient? Does it reduce errors and help employees? Could it eventually make prices easier to adjust? Does it create new privacy concerns? And as more of the store becomes automated, what happens to the ordinary human interaction that used to define shopping? Today, we are breaking down the major changes happening at Walmart, why the company is making them, and what every shopper should understand before assuming these systems are only about convenience. The first major change is appearing directly on the shelves. Traditional paper price tags are being replaced by electronic shelf labels, sometimes called digital shelf labels. These are small digital displays attached to the edge of a shelf. Instead of an employee printing a paper tag, walking down the aisle, removing the old label, and installing the new one, the price can be updated through a centralized system. Walmart says the technology helps improve price accuracy and reduces the time employees spend replacing paper labels. The company reported that around 2,300 Walmart stores in the United States were already using the system and expected the technology to become chain-wide within the following year. From Walmart's perspective, the argument is straightforward. Paper labels are slow to replace and easy to get wrong. If a price changes in the computer system, but the shelf still shows the old price, customers become frustrated and employees have to correct the problem manually. Digital labels can update faster and help keep the shelf display closer to the register price. That can reduce confusion, improve inventory operations, and free employees to focus on online orders, stocking, customer service, and other tasks. Walmart has also explained that some of the digital displays can help workers locate products more efficiently inside the store, particularly when employees are picking items for online grocery orders. That sounds practical, and in many ways it is. But shoppers are paying attention to the other possibility. Once a store has digital price tags, changing prices becomes much easier. A paper tag requires a physical process. A digital label can be changed from a central system in a short amount of time. The technology itself does not automatically mean that Walmart will charge different customers different prices. Walmart has said its prices remain the same for customers within a specific store, and that the labels are not designed to change based on a shopper's identity, time of day, or demand. But the concern comes from the fact that the infrastructure now exists for faster, more flexible price adjustments. That difference matters. A digital shelf label is not proof of unfair pricing. It is a tool. The real question is how the tool is used, what policies govern it, and how much transparency customers receive. Walmart says the labels are primarily being used for plan changes, promotions, price matching, and operational accuracy. But consumers are right to ask whether the future of retail could involve more frequent pricing changes, personalized offers, or systems that use customer information to influence what different shoppers see. This is where retail technology becomes more complicated than a simple price tag. A shopper may use a store app, an online account, a loyalty program, a payment card, a delivery service, and a mobile device during the same shopping trip. Each interaction can create information about shopping habits. On its own, one piece of information may not seem important, but combined over time, these details can reveal what people buy, when they shop, what offers they respond to, and how they react to price changes. Walmart's privacy notice explains how the company collects, uses, and shares different categories of personal information through its online and in-store services. That does not mean every digital shelf label is watching shoppers. Walmart specifically says the electronic labels do not contain cameras or microphones and do not interact with customers or collect information from them. The privacy question is broader than the label itself. It involves the entire retail ecosystem around the label: the app, the website, the account, the checkout system, the payment process, the online order history, and the advertising network. Shoppers need to separate those issues instead of treating every piece of technology as if it does the same thing. The second major change is the growing use of locked displays. Many Walmart shoppers have noticed that products that used to sit openly on shelves are increasingly being placed behind locked cases. In some stores, the change is most visible in electronics, cosmetics, personal care products, baby formula, and other items that retailers consider vulnerable to theft. A customer may now need to press a button, scan a code, find an employee, or request assistance before purchasing an item that was previously available without interruption. The reason is obvious. Retail theft is expensive and stores are trying to reduce losses, but the customer experience can suffer. A shopper who wants to buy a basic product may have to wait several minutes for help. If employees are already handling online orders, stocking shelves, or managing checkout, the wait becomes even longer. That creates a strange contradiction. Technology is supposed to make shopping more efficient, but more locked cases can make the physical store feel slower and less accessible. Walmart is not the only retailer using this approach. Stores across the country are experimenting with locked cases, product removal, security gates, receipt checks, and redesigned layouts. The larger retail industry is trying to balance two competing pressures. Customers want quick access and low prices. Retailers want to reduce theft and protect margins. When losses rise, companies often respond with more security. But when security becomes too aggressive, customers may feel treated like suspects, and some may decide that shopping online is easier. That leads to the third major change. The store is increasingly being designed as a fulfillment center. Walmart stores are no longer just places where customers walk through aisles and fill a cart. They are also warehouses for online orders. Employees move through the same aisles, collecting products for pickup and delivery customers. Digital tools help them locate items. Inventory systems track products across stores and distribution centers. The physical store has become part retail space and part logistics facility. This transformation explains why Walmart is investing so heavily in digital shelf labels, mobile tools, automated inventory systems, and online ordering. A single store can serve customers inside the building while also processing orders for people who never enter the store. That creates efficiency, but it also changes the atmosphere. Shoppers may see employees moving quickly with handheld devices, carts dedicated to online orders, and aisles organized partly around digital fulfillment rather than only around the in-person customer. For Walmart, this model is powerful because stores are already located near millions of customers. Instead of shipping every product from a distant warehouse, the company can use local stores to fulfill orders more quickly. The same location can support grocery pickup, home delivery, in-store shopping, returns, advertising, and distribution. This is one reason traditional retailers are trying to become more digitally connected. The store is no longer just a destination, it is part of a larger network. The fourth major change involves self-checkout. Walmart has expanded, adjusted, and redesigned self-checkout in different locations over time. Some stores have removed certain self-checkout stations. Others have changed the number of lanes, added staffed registers, or modified how customers are directed through the front end. The reason is not always the same from one store to another. Retailers are trying to reduce theft, improve customer flow, control labor costs, and respond to public frustration. Self-checkout was originally presented as a convenience. Customers could scan items at their own speed and avoid waiting in a traditional line. But the system also shifted responsibility from the employee to the customer. The shopper now scans, weighs, bags, pays, and resolves errors. If the machine stops, an employee must intervene. If an item does not scan correctly, the customer may feel as though they are being watched while trying to fix a problem they did not create. Walmart and other retailers are now trying to find a balance. Fully automated checkout can reduce labor demands, but it may also create more opportunities for mistakes, theft, and customer frustration. Fully staffed checkout is more familiar, but requires more employees and may increase operating costs. The result is likely to be a mixed system, some staffed registers, some self-checkout, more cameras and receipt verification, and greater use of software to identify unusual activity. That brings us to the fifth change: artificial intelligence and automated decision-making. AI is being used across retail for inventory forecasting, product recommendations, delivery routes, customer service, fraud detection, staffing decisions, and pricing analysis. The average shopper may never see the software directly, but they experience its results. An item may be recommended in the app. A product may be unavailable because the inventory system moved it to another order. A promotion may appear on one screen but not another. A customer service request may be answered by an automated system before reaching a human employee. AI can improve efficiency, but efficiency is not the same as fairness. An algorithm is only as good as the data and rules behind it. If a system predicts demand incorrectly, a store may receive too much of one product and too little of another. If a fraud detection system is too aggressive, legitimate customers may face additional verification. If a pricing model is designed around maximizing revenue, the customer may not understand why an offer appears or disappears. The key issue for consumers is transparency. If technology influences what a shopper sees, what price they receive, how a return is handled, or how a payment is approved, customers should know enough to understand the process. That does not mean every company must reveal every line of code. It does mean that shoppers deserve clear explanations when automated systems affect important decisions. Walmart also operates a large advertising business built around shopper data. Companies can advertise products to Walmart customers through digital platforms, websites, applications, and other retail channels. The advantage for advertisers is that Walmart has access to information about shopping behavior and purchases. The advantage for Walmart is a new source of revenue. The challenge is making sure customers understand how their information is used and what choices they have. This is why privacy policies matter, even though most people rarely read them. A privacy notice can explain what information a company collects, how it is used, who receives it, how long it may be kept, and what choices consumers have. Walmart's notice includes information about privacy rights, automated processing, targeted advertising preferences, and ways customers can submit requests. The practical lesson is simple. If you use a retailer's app, account, payment tools, or online services, your shopping experience may be connected to far more data than the physical receipt shows. None of this automatically makes Walmart unique or dangerous. Most major retailers are moving in the same direction. Amazon, grocery chains, pharmacies, department stores, and fast food companies are all using more software, automation, cameras, data systems, and digital payment tools. Walmart is simply one of the largest and most visible examples because millions of Americans shop there every week. The bigger change is cultural. Shopping used to be a mostly anonymous activity. You entered a store, selected products, paid, and left. Today, shopping is increasingly connected to identity. The retailer may know your account, your past purchases, your preferred store, your digital coupons, your delivery address, and your response to promotions. Again, convenience can be valuable. Digital receipts, pickup orders, personalized deals, and faster returns can genuinely help customers. But convenience comes with a trade-off. The more connected the experience becomes, the more information is involved. There is also a question about jobs. Automation does not always eliminate work immediately. Often it changes the kind of work employees perform. A worker may spend less time replacing paper labels and more time picking online orders. Another employee may spend less time at a register and more time monitoring self-checkout. A third may manage inventory through a handheld device rather than walking the store with a clipboard. The work does not disappear completely, but it becomes more measured, more technology-dependent, and sometimes more demanding. Employees can benefit when technology removes repetitive tasks, but they can also feel pressure when every action is tracked by productivity targets. How quickly an order is picked, how many items are stocked, how long a checkout interruption lasts, how many customers are helped. Retail technology can improve organization, but it can also make workers feel as if every minute is being evaluated. So what should Walmart shoppers do? First, pay attention to the price at the shelf and the price at checkout. Digital labels are designed to reduce mismatches, but mistakes can still happen. If the price does not match, ask for clarification rather than assuming the system is always correct. Second, understand what you are agreeing to when using the Walmart app, online account, delivery service, or digital payment tools. Third, compare prices when possible, especially when promotions or personalized offers are involved. Fourth, remember that convenience is optional. You do not need to use every feature. You can shop without creating an account in many situations. You can limit app permissions. You can review privacy settings. You can decide whether a digital coupon is worth exchanging more information or changing your shopping habits. Fifth, report problems through the store, customer service, or relevant consumer protection agencies when necessary. Technology improves when customers create pressure for accountability. The most important point is that Walmart is not simply adding a few new screens to the aisles. It is rebuilding the entire shopping experience around data, automation, logistics, and digital control. The paper tag is disappearing because the store wants faster updates. Locked cases are appearing because retailers want fewer losses. Self-checkout is changing because companies are balancing labor, convenience, and theft concerns. AI is expanding because retailers want better predictions and lower costs. Customer data matters because information has become one of the most valuable assets in modern commerce. For shoppers, the future may be faster, more personalized, and more convenient. It may also feel more monitored, less human, and harder to understand. The question is not whether technology belongs in retail. It already does. The question is whether customers will have enough transparency and control as the transformation continues. The next time you walk into Walmart and notice a digital price tag, a locked case, a redesigned checkout area, or an employee using a handheld device, understand that you are seeing one part of a much larger transition. Walmart is trying to make the store more efficient, more connected, and more profitable. Customers are trying to save money, get in and out quickly, and trust that the price they see is the price they pay. Those goals can exist together, but only if transparency keeps pace with technology. Shoppers deserve convenience without confusion, security without unnecessary suspicion, and personalization without losing control of their information. Walmart's transformation is already underway. The real question is whether customers will simply adapt to it or demand a larger voice in how the future of shopping is built. What change have you noticed most at Walmart? Digital prices, locked products, self-checkout, online ordering, or something else? Share your experience in the comments, because the future of retail is being shaped not only by corporate decisions, but also by what customers accept every time they walk through the doors.